Team USA, we are ready to roll. Strawberry moments.
Beautiful night for some football. The biggest spectacle in golf.
Skying to the rim. A lot of stars for you on Sunday Night Football.
The Chiefs visiting the Giants in the shadow of the Big Apple. Kansas City is 0-2, but Andy Reid, he's still whistling his own tune.
It's a tough sport, so you've got to have that mental toughness to go along with the fun part. But it flows. Somewhere this game was developed to have a little fun. You're playing a game.
Jalen, what's up? Show me the money.
Jones over the middle, 20 yards to Peter, touchdown I-N-D-Y.
Neighbors Neighborhood is a wonderful place to be.
Let's get back to what makes it enjoyable. Coming to work is miserable. I can't operate that way. Explain it again with those nuggies.
We'll take some of the nuggies. Okay, and we'll give them to your quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, who celebrated his 30th birthday on Wednesday, and he's already got the most QB wins and passing touchdowns before 30 in NFL history. But you know, you get older, you hit some adversity. Now he's trying to snap his first career 3-game losing streak, taking on Russell Wilson. Just talking to him a little bit before the game. Remember, Russ, he's having his Giants debut at home. All right, we'll get you caught up on the games that are still in action. How about the Bears leading the Cowboys as we speak?
If you didn't know, Maria, Dallas's Cowboys, their defense is really bad. But Chicago's showing up, making plays. Edmonds just actually got his second interception of the day. This was the first. Pickens can't reel it in. Edmonds says, oh, don't worry, I'll take that. Ooh. Nice interception. Look at the score right there.
Devin likes the defense on the day, but the Chargers, we got a barn burner against the Broncos.
It's a good one. The Chargers have had a hard time moving the ball in the second half. They've only gotten a field goal. This is the new Justin Herbert we're seeing this year. Making plays outside the pocket. Great throw to Keenan Allen. Touchdown, tie ball game.
Yeah, we're all knotted up in the fourth. We also see the Cardinals hanging in there. This is how they tied it up against the 49ers.
Cardinals trying to get to 3-0. They put Kyler Murray out on the edge. He throws to McBride in the corner, and Mac Jones just threw another interception. Cardinals in good shape.
Yeah, the last game that we got going on as we speak, the Seahawks at home against the Saints, and they're rolling. Looks like they'll get the victory, and as always, we'll keep you updated as we roll. What's up, everyone? Welcome inside the studio. Maria Taylor alongside Devin McCourty. We got Jason Garrett here, and as you can see, we still got some wild games going on, but the 1 o'clock window, 5 games with the winning score in the final 2.5 minutes. That included our defending Super Bowl champs, the Eagles, with a big comeback that we watched.
Maria, the Eagles were down 19 in the third quarter, and a lot of teams, they get that Brooke Trout look about them. They're about to go away. Not the Eagles. They had a great look in their eye. They got together on the sideline and said, enough of this stuff, and let's go to work. They started cutting it loose in the second half. A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith, all these guys showed up. Jalen Hurts led it, and then your guy from Georgia, Jordan Davis, blocking the field goal and running it back. You know, the championship teams, they don't believe, they know. The Eagles knew it today, and they got it done.
I agree with you. It's the trust that they have. They don't worry about who might make a play. I need to do more. No. Jalen Hurts drops back. A.J. Green, I know you're in tough coverage. Go get it. Making those plays down the stretch, unbelievable by the Eagles today.
You know what else was unbelievable? And I got to give it to you. We've got to give him a moment,
Talk to him,
okay?
Maria.
The defense in the 1 o'clock games. There was a time we all looked around and they had
We got a prop for you.
Defense. This is what the NFL is about. I know people got excited.
It's not offense.
50-point games no. 9 touchdowns not on offense. Defense and special teams. That wins championships, man.
You know, they call them miscellaneous touchdowns, non-offensive touchdowns. If you score one, usually you win. A lot of backup quarterbacks playing, team rallying around them. Defense, baby, let's go.
All right, you heard Devin say it. There were 9 non-offensive touchdowns. That's the most in a week since 2020, week 12, which is more than impressive. And we're going to break all those bad boys down. But first, we're going to send you to Chris Sims. There's a couple of AFC North teams that won with defense as well. Why don't we start with Pittsburgh?
Well, the AFC North knows how to play defense. And Pittsburgh, although not clicking on all cylinders on defense, Steelers stealing the ball, that was the theme of the day, right? Opportunistic, interceptions. Ramondre Stevenson fumbles twice, once by the goal line. We saw the interception by the goal line. T.J. Watt's going to get a strip sack. His second sack of the day. So defense not dominant yet, but making plays when they have to. Good win for Pittsburgh on the road in New England for Mike Tomlin. How about the other team in the AFC North? Oh, yeah. the attack dogs. You can say what you want about Cleveland. Their defense is one of the best in football. They were all over Jordan Love today. Anytime he dropped back to pass, you can see here, coverage good, nothing there. He doesn't know what to do. Again, another sack. Carson Schlesinger gets it. Play of the day right here. 10-3 Packers. Bad decision by Jordan Love. Interception, Grant Delpit. Returns it to the 4. Gets them their only offensive touchdown of the day. I mean, the NFL is crazy. We all thought the Packers were the best team in football through 2 weeks, and that's really nice fence you have right there.
And since we still have the fence here, why don't we just go ahead and alert in San Francisco? More defense for you, Devin. You want to go ahead and check it out?
This is what it's all about. Defense wins championships. Mac Jones holding on to the ball. Ref throws a flag. Sims, what happens when the ref throws a flag in the end zone?
It's a safety. It's a safety right there.
Holding in the end zone is what the call was.
And you get the safety. And plus, we got to get, like, it's defense. Defense. You're doing some basketball.
Bring it from down here. Come on now.
Come on.
These guys know nothing about defense.
So we're going to leave it alone?
Yeah.
All right, then we'll go ahead and send it out to the stadium. We got Jack Colbert, Tony Dungy, Rodney Harrison feeling under the weather, but you guys are holding it down beautifully. Good evening.
Yeah, Maria, I didn't know we could bring props, or else maybe we would have brought something.
Yeah, we should go get one.
Yeah, we should. Rodney not here, a little under the weather. We'll look forward to seeing him next week. Let's talk about the Chiefs. They have owned the AFC with Patrick Mahomes. They're leaking a little bit of oil here early. What's your biggest concern sitting at 0-2?
Well, it's been lack of productivity on offense. We're not used to seeing that, especially with Patrick Mahomes. But their talent level at receiver is not what it was. They've got to run the football, and I expect to see them do that tonight and run the ball well.
All right, so give me the top priority. You are Andy Reid. What is top of mind coming into this game tonight?
Well, talking to Patrick Mahomes and a lot of their players, they said Coach Reid has said nothing is changing, nothing different. We have to get back to Chiefs football. We've got to stop making mistakes, do what we can do, and do it well. I expect to see that championship mentality tonight.
No panic, it sounds like?
No panic at all.
No panic. And Patrick Mahomes, he has been that leading rusher for that group by a substantial
That
margin.
has to change.
That has to change. The good news, somebody's going to have to get a win tonight. We go to the field, and a man who is always winning, and Mike Tirico. All you, Mike.
Always winning, Jack, when the plaza's across the river, and we have Savannah and Craig with us from the Today Show. What are you guys doing here?
Well, thank you for letting us trespass. We have a big week coming up on the Today Show. We wanted to tell you about it.
Yes, thanks for letting us crash your office, Mike. So, getting to commercial break, as you know, it's a bit of an art form.
Yes.
So we heard about this guy who wears these orange sleeves on the sidelines. So tomorrow morning on Today, we're going to take you inside the game. We're going to introduce you to the guy who's talking to NBC. He's talking to the NFL. He's getting us to commercial break.
But that's not all. We've got another Inside the Game because there's another game for the first time ever, the NFL in Dublin, Steelers, Vikings. We will be there. We are your passport. We've got fans who are already there. We'll tell their stories. And there's a lady you may know. Her name's Hoda. She's just come back from the world's longest vacation.
Just ending it.
She's
ready to come back.
She's coming back on the show this week with a big announcement about her new project, so we're excited to have her as well.
And that's it. That's the whole week. There's more.
There's more.
What else on the Today Show?
Coming up Friday, baby. Ryder Cup.
Yes.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Beth Page, Black, Carson Daly. He'll be there for us, so we'll give you a preview on the Today Show of that as well. Big week for us.
It's a great week for all of us at NBC. Ryder Cup, you'll see Friday, Saturday, Sunday. First ball in the air, 7:10 in the morning on Friday, right around their time when they're usually up. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning on Today.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks for letting us crash, Mike.
Savannah and Craig with us. Maria and the guys back with you as football night continues after this.
All right, guys. Taylor Swift's fiancé plays tonight, so we're just going to have a little fun with her upcoming album, Life of a Showgirl. This is the life of an FNIA crew. I would say mine is the most glamorous, but you guys can judge.
What is Sims doing?
I don't even know.
I'm doing what I always do. I'm yelling, going crazy.
What are you doing?
Getting better.
You got to get swole. You got to get
What you're doing now?
Got to get swole when it's
You're doing push-ups to look good in your suit?
Duh.
Oh, that's what Jason's definitely doing.
there you go.
Selfie.
How was the lighting there, Jason?
It was nice. Actually, pretty good in here.
All right, we are final in Los Angeles, Chris.
Yeah, Cameron Dicker, clutch field goal right here, 43 yards. Big completion to Ladd McConkey that set it up by Justin Herbert. Huge win for the Chargers, 23-20.
Yeah, 43-yard field goal is good. Broncos, second straight week that they lose on a walk-off kick. All right, 49ers D standing up to the test.
Yeah, Cardinals have a chance here to get a first down on 3rd and 9. Zay Jones drops it, but really a good play by Upton Stout on this 49ers secondary. 15-13, and the 49ers got the ball right now.
All right, less than a minute to play there. Let's get to the highlights of games that have wrapped. Texans taking on the Jaguars. C.J. Stroud and his squad looking for their first win. Texans down 7, and this is what you want to see from the offense.
Yeah, good idea. Get that guy going right there. Nico Collins down the sidelines, winning at the line of scrimmage. Big touchdown for the Texans early.
Okay, 2 minutes to go here, Coach. Trevor Lawrence looking for BTJ.
Yeah, get the ball to BT in space. You put a foot in front of the numbers, he's going to do the rest.
Yeah, that was only his second catch of the day. 2 receptions for 55 yards, but that was a big one. On the next play, Travis Etienne Jr. taking advantage.
You know, I think it was no moss by Houston. They let him go score.
Yeah, I think so. Jags up 17-10. The next drive, Stroud goes back to pass, but he's hit by Josh Hines-Allen.
Not this time. Antonio Johnson making the play. Pressure in the pocket results in 75% of the takeaways. Jacksonville holds on.
Forced a couple of interceptions. They've got 7 interceptions on the season. All right, Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Vikings. And Carson, he came and he went 6 times, okay? That's how many different teams that he's played for. 6 straight seasons. Philly, Indy, Washington, Rams, Chiefs. And now he's playing for his home. But this is a team he actually watched growing up. So he played really well.
Yeah, he did. Hits Oliver right here for a touchdown. But today wasn't about Carson Wentz. Yeah, his 6th start, all of that. Let's get to Isaiah Rodgers. This is what it's about.
Yeah, it was pretty much the Isaiah Rodgers show. An unbelievable day. You can't make this up, Devin.
This was defense. This we talked about. A battle of the backup quarterbacks. Isaiah Rodgers said, hey, Brownie, you want to throw interceptions? Nice to meet you. I got reservations for 6. Going all the way. DBs, don't get caught by linemen. Go score.
87 yards for the touchdown. That puts the Vikings up 14-zip. Carson Wentz must feel good just sitting over there watching the defense. And then you thought that was enough? Isaiah Rodgers, think again.
He said, look, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to punch the ball out. And then again, I told you guys, you cannot catch me. Goes and scores another touchdown.
Come on. First player with 2+ forced fumbles and 2 defensive touchdowns in a game since at least 1980. And by the way, he did that in the first half, friends. The first half. Minnesota gets a big win, 48-10. Congratulations, Carson Wentz. Defense. Raiders taking on the Commanders. All right, back to backup quarterbacks. Marcus Mariota is in for Jaden Daniels. He's out with the knee. And ultimately, he looked good. Hasn't played a game since week 13 of 2022.
He looked really good. The run game for the Washington Commanders continues to dominate football games here. And Krosky Merritt here, big run, rookie running back who's been phenomenal for them. Sorry, that was McNichols. I messed up there. But either way, the run game and their dominance there stands. You know what you're not supposed to do when you're the backup quarterback? Beat up your head coach, okay?
Oh, you're right.
You're not supposed to do that.
Marcus Mariota literally just ran into Dan Quinn. He gets up with a bloody nose. I don't know if the spotters got to him or what, but he did get the game ball afterwards.
What did that feel like?
Yeah, probably like you'd expect. Yeah.
Real bad. Took one on the sideline and popped up like toast. DQ.
Get the game ball if you get hurt afterwards. Oh, God, this just went final, by the way.
Just went final. Big screen pass to McCaffrey sets up the Eddie Pinheiro field goal. They win it. Game over. Niners 3-0.
I love it. Eddie Pinheiro talking his smack right here. All right, New York Fashion Week ended just a few days ago, but the guys are still rolling up looking clean and smooth, Devin. What do we think?
This is a lot of green, Maria. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's
Jameis,
money. That's the color of money.
We don't usually say nothing to you, but that ain't. Oh, Patrick Mahomes, look, that's custom, too. You can't go to your local department store and pick that up. He spent a.
Yeah. He gave me double
believe neighbors. Right there, this is all about the fit. The jacket's nice, but the chains, the diamonds, they're dancing everywhere.
You flood them with ice, and then Travis Kelce's out here like, I'm giving you Ron Burgundy in my burgundy suit.
I like that. Back in New York, and then I'll do a call. Look at that right there. The chain, all black, but look at my diamonds go.
He's coming to a funeral. I don't know. Hurt somebody.
You got to earn your Sunday.
This is Football Night in America.
We're going to make a statement about who we are.
Earn your Sunday with Lowe's.
I earned my Sunday. Did you?
First home game, Sunday Night Football, no place better to be.
A beautiful day in Malik's neighborhood. All they have to do is open up their home schedule against the AFC champion.
I'm driven in every time I play. Every time I step on the field to try to win.
Malik Neighbors' neighborhood is a wonderful place to be.
It is.
It doesn't matter which neighborhood, Coach. Nobody can stop Malik Neighbors, the NFL's leading receiver through a couple of weeks. Just sensational in Dallas. 9 catches, 167 yards, a couple of touchdowns. In New York, they did nothing on offense in week number 1. An explosion in week number 2. So how do they come in here tonight, Coach, and put up points against the Chiefs?
Well, the Chiefs defense likes to blitz. They play a lot of man coverage, and these receivers, including Malik Neighbors, can get deep. They want to do that, and they want to take advantage of one-on-one situations.
I saw you over there talking to really all of the Giants coaching staff. What are the top points of emphasis coming into this game?
Well, they feel like they can hit some deep balls, but they say they've got to stay out of those long yardage situations. That's when Kansas City loves to attack you, so they want to be able to run the football tonight, run it better than they have the first 2 games.
I know that you know Russell Wilson very well. How do you feel like he's settling in coming off that week 2 performance?
He's very excited about this team. First of all, he's confident. He loves his team and his teammates, but he feels like his relationship with Coach Daboll is getting better, and the coach knows Russell a little bit better and what he does well, what he likes to do, and he feels like they're meshing.
Yeah, over 500 yards of offense, 37 points. That'll help you mesh a little bit
yes, it does.
As you go along. More highlights still to come. The Browns, the late charge against Green Bay, and the Steelers. They survive in New England.
My goodness. The Steelers defense has done it again. And it's blocked.
They push, they shove, they work the 10. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Crazy. Let's go, man. 3-0.
Premium performance, powered by the 3-row Acura MDX. Football Night in America is brought to you by Lowe's. Tackle your to-do list early to earn your Sunday.
Celebrating 20 years of SNF. This flashback is from the first time these 2 quarterbacks met, guys. 2018, Chiefs at Seahawks.
Oof, I remember that one.
Magic right there.
That was the early days of like, what? Did he really just try that throw like that with Mahomes?
Yeah, they combined for 6 touchdown passes. Russ and the Seahawks ended up pulling out the win, 38-31, which is why we're playing Sierra, obviously. I'm like in here dancing. But that brings us to tonight's DraftKings Sportsbook 3-play. Matthew Berry, what are you going with?
Yeah, Maria, a lot of big stars tonight, and on the Giants side, perhaps none bigger than Malik Neighbors. We just heard Jack and Coach talk about them. I completely agree with them. For New York to have a chance at winning tonight, they're going to need to lean heavily on their star receiver, especially, by the way, when they're in close. The Giants actually ranked top 5 in red zone pass rate so far this year, and no one on the team has more end zone targets than Malik Neighbors. So give me an anytime touchdown for Malik Neighbors. Sticking with the Giants, I also like Wan'Dale Robinson to catch at least 3 passes. Dating back to last year, Robinson has now caught at least 3 passes in 7 straight games. Oh, and so far this season, the Chiefs have really struggled against the slot, which is where Robinson runs the majority of his routes. At least 3 receptions for Wan'Dale Robinson is my second leg. And for the final leg of this parlay, I'm taking the Chiefs to win. Spoiler alert for my game pick at the end. But listen, under Andy Reid, Kansas City has never started 0-3. I don't think that starts tonight. Giants might keep it close, but ultimately, Patrick Mahomes and company take care of business. And that, Maria, is my DraftKings 3-play.
All right, thanks, Matthew. Now we know who you're going for the picks at the end. All right, let's get to the season home opener for the 49ers. It wasn't look good early. Nick Bosa, yeah, he was leaving with a knee injury, and then we saw James Conner carted off with an ankle injury. Those are tough injuries for both sides. But in the 4th quarter, you see Mac Jones, 2nd straight start, but this is not the play you want.
No, it's not. Big moment in the game here. Yeah, backed up in their own end zone, and we know, Devin McCourty said this earlier, there's holding in your own end zone. There's the ageless one, Calais Campbell. He's still playing at a high level. level, but clearly holding safety puts them up 15-13.
Yep, so the Niners do make a stop. They get the ball back, and then they start to put pressure.
Yeah, the screen game to McCaffrey. McCaffrey was big in the pass game today. The Shanahan famous run game hasn't got going yet this year, but the pass game is a work in progress. Mac Jones played well in the second half, and then we got Eddie Pinheiro with the 35-yarder to win this one.
Just his second week as the Niner. Remember, they cut Jake Moody after week 1, so San Francisco 3-0, all alone in first place in the NFC West. I got to figure out why Mac Jones' jersey was
He got hit a lot.
Is that what happened? Okay, that's how you look when you get hit a lot, huh? All right, Packers and Browns. Jordan Love looking for John Fitzpatrick. The 3-yard touchdown's good. That's the easiest it would ever be for the Packers in this game.
It was a defensive battle for both teams right there. Love staying alive. Good job finding Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, the Packers started this one 10-0, but let's go to a big 3rd and 3.
Yeah, Love will get the blame, but Delpit does a good job. He's in man-to-man coverage, sees through to the quarterback, comes off, and makes a big interception.
Yeah, and that means the ensuing drive gives an opportunity to the rookie running back, Quinshon Judkins, second-round pick out of Ohio State.
He ran hard today, really got the tough yards, running people over, running around people, finish it off with a touchdown.
I mean, look, the Browns, they're just in this ball game. We're all tied up, 27 seconds left. Thinking it's going to be a win.
If you didn't know, the theme of the day was let's go block some field goals. Everyone working on that. I mean, unbelievable off the edge. You're not supposed to be able to do that because it happens too fast.
Okay, so now the Browns are in field goal range with their own chance to get a victory.
Smith said, don't worry about it. 55 yards, game over. Cleveland put a dub in the win column for us.
Holy Schmidt, Cleveland wins, and they snap an 8-game losing streak, which was dating back to last season.
We like the unis?
I love them now.
Right.
They won in them. Give them another rush every single week, right? Okay, the Jets taking on the Buccaneers. Got the creamsicle uniforms.
We like those.
Tyrod Taylor's in for Justin Fields, but his pass is intercepted.
Dave, you know this better than anybody. You can't be late and throw the ball to the boundary. Guys like Jamel Dean will make you pay. Running it back for a touchdown. Roll the boat.
Defense.
It's called Aura Farming, the Boat Kid celebration. Okay, guys, in case you're wondering what Vita Vea was doing. I got you. I got your back. Okay, time to make it a 2-possession game. But here we go. The theme is blocked field goals.
How about this? Will McDonald over the top. He blocks it. He scoops it and runs it all the way back. They're dancing in the streets of Flushing, New York. Look at Aaron Glenn.
Look at the high step. Yeah, let's just see it again. The athletic play, incredible by Will McDonald. That 50-yard touchdown is good to make Aaron Glenn high step. But Tampa, they're used to this. Baker Mayfield's like, look at
time
lunch right here.
Not so fast, says Baker Mayfield. Hey, throws to Sterling Shepard. Are you kidding me?
Are they having a party in the streets of Tampa now?
They're dancing in the streets of Tampa. You know that's no speech, Cindy.
Okay, so now the Bucs are in field goal range, so Chase McLaughlin's going to get another opportunity, redemption time. It is good. The Bucs win at the buzzer, and Baker, he was a little spicy on the mic after the win.
I loved it, and it's also their D coordinator was the one that cut me in Carolina, so it was a lot of stuff was personal today. Hassan Reddick, former Jet, a lot of people.
Shake and bake them up then, all right? Baker Mayfield, just the second quarterback to lead fourth quarter comebacks in each of his team's first 3 games. First since 1950, he joins Matt Ryan. He did it in 2016. All right, it's time for a PFT update brought to you by NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV. Mike Florio, we saw Mike Evans exit the game. What is the latest?
Well, Mike Evans has a history of hamstring injuries. Just last year, he missed 3 games with one. He now has another. He left in the fourth quarter, did not return, clearly frustrated on his way to the locker room. I'm told he'll have an MRI tomorrow. The good news is Chris Godwin, who hasn't played since week 7 of last year, could be back next week when the 3-0 Eagles come to town, Maria.
All right, appreciate the update, Mike. Patrick Mahomes, we mentioned it. He turned 30 on Wednesday. Just one of the most productive quarterbacks to ever do it in his 20s. Looking to start his 30s, avoiding that 0-3 start, so he needs a big win here to get it going.
Yes, he does. But he's already great. We know that.
That's very true.
Just scoring machine. I'm hit the top just when I want scrambling, and it's a matter of time, and I'm going touchdown. Makes a diving catch.
They're having some fun right now.
This is Football Night in America. You've earned your Sunday with Lowe's.
So just a couple of weeks from Travis Kelce's 36th birthday. If only this guy could get a little publicity in his life, Coach. The future Hall of Famer, he scored in Week 1, dropped a touchdown in Week 2, that Super Bowl rematch, which resulted in that critical goal line interception. So a little bit of both to start this season for Kelce. So in a nameless, numberless world, forget the history. What is the scouting report right now on Travis Kelce?
Well, right now, it's really of a second tight end. Okay, in the past, Travis Kelce had speed to get deep. He had quickness to run away from man coverage and break tackles and run after the catch. We're not seeing that. When I talked to the Giants players and coaches, what I got in their description was smart, savvy, experienced. And they're describing someone that they're not really concerned about double covering. And that's where Travis Kelce is right now, I think. He's a good player, not what we've seen in the past, though.
And they are without Xavier Worthy. They are without Rasheed Rice, who is serving that 6-game suspension right now. So there's not a wide receiver that scares you in this lineup. How do you manage this group of pass catchers right now for KC?
Well, Patrick Mahomes has to be the general, and Andy Reid has to get them in spots where they can do their thing. They don't have that guy who can beat coverage, blow by people, and do it himself. It's got to be more system-oriented, and I think we're going to see that moving people around tonight.
And there's been some conversations about maybe a move, a trade before the deadline. I asked Brett Veach, he said, we just need to survive some of these games till we get our receivers back. We'll see how it plays out. It is only September, but Andy Reid, he finds his team in high-pressure football. And this summer, Jason Garrett stopped by Kansas City to learn about the legend of Big Red.
It's protection. Uh-oh. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The best coaches strike a balance. You're an old school guy.
Keep challenging. Challenging. Don't let a play go by if you don't come out right here. We can practice very average and be very average, and we can practice great and be great.
But then you talk about cheeseburgers.
Hey, you all get a gift as great as this.
And you dress up like Santa Claus. How do you balance all that?
I think you have to be yourself first. I played the offensive line, so you've got to be disciplined. At the same time, you got to have fun.
I owe you my life, big guy. This is the funnest ever, man.
How important is motivating players in the NFL?
Listen, these guys want to be great. They don't want to go out there and get embarrassed. That's why you're in coaching. Here's an opportunity to be even greater than you already are.
Is that as fast as we can run, man?
Tell me about 3x5 index cards.
NFL players, their attention span is that, right? It's that 3x5 card. Anything longer than that, they don't want to hear.
You have one on your desk that says don't judge. What is that all about?
We're here to teach, not to judge. I'm going to come in with an open slate. You're going to paint the picture for me.
Let's go, baby!
Let's talk about offensive football. You're demanding, you're detailed. But then you have a quarterback who make plays within the system, but then when things break down...
Spins, flips it forward for the touchdown!
Every guy has got to put their personality to it. Pat does it different. Pat's a lot like Brett. I'm glad I had a chance to coach Brett.
That's me.
Why is it you?
That's me.
Mike would get so mad. He wasn't Joe Montana.
You know what, Andy? I love you, man.
Yeah, I can tell.
So it's a subtle coaching without taking away the essence of who the guy is.
Yeah, the best way I describe it is red lights. I'm going to give you some red lights. I know this doesn't go, but the yellow lights are long, then the green light's available.
We got it, baby.
How important is the fun factor to keep you motivated and going?
It's good. I mean, winning is the most fun. But even during the losses, don't hang on to those losses so we can allow our personality to show. Let's get back to what makes it enjoyable to do.
Yeah, let's get back to what makes it enjoyable to watch as well, and that's when that Kansas City offense is flowing and rolling. So how do you inject that back into the offense if you're Andy Reid?
I think you have to forget about those Kansas City offenses from a few years ago. The biggest thing for them is to find an identity. Think back to a couple of years ago, the end of the year, they play the Raiders on Christmas, and it's a disaster, right? They kind of rally the troops together. They say, okay, I can trust number 15, I can trust Isaiah Pacheco, and I can trust 87 and Rasheed Rice. Those are the only guys getting the ball. Yeah. They have to kind of decide who they are right now and embrace who they are. They have to get the running game going. Isaiah Pacheco has to be a part of this to take some pressure off of Mahomes. Those receivers, they're coming back, but they have to survive this. Like Brett Veach said, nobody better than Andy Reid to get that done.
Can they do it tonight?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
their backs are firmly pressed against the wall, Maria.
Yeah, don't want to start 0-3 at all. All right, we'll talk about a team that's showing that they have an identity. I'm going to say it's the Indianapolis Colts right about now. But Cam Ward, just a rookie, still looking for his first win. This is the third play of the game, Jason.
We've seen this a lot today. You can't be late to the flat. He looked in the middle, he looked to the right, then he tries to throw a swing route. Kenny Moore making it happen for the Colts.
And then giving it to his mama. Mama, you know we love you. Angela Carter, please stand up. Second quarter, Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones. This bad boy, incomplete.
This is a very important play. The Colts have not punted yet this season, so they don't make it on 3rd and 5 right there. It's their first punt. Danny dives, no issues, comes right back. Find Pittman later for another touchdown.
Yeah, 20-yard touchdown to be exact. Daniel Jones just keeps it rolling. Then you just hand it off right to Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, you talk about a 1-2 punch. Daniel's playing really well, but it's nice to have that guy behind you. Keep handing him the rock. Love what the Colts are doing on offense.
Ooh, that play is elite. 17 carries, 102 yards, 3 touchdowns. The hat trick for Jonathan Taylor.
Go ahead, DJ.
But take a look at Daniel Jones. First quarterback with 3 touchdown passes, 3 rushing touchdowns, and no turnovers in the first 3 games of a season in the Super Bowl era.
They're calling this guy Indiana Jones.
Don't you love that?
I love it.
It's too Okay, I would let you sing all day, but we got a big 4th and 2, okay? Here
4th and 2. I love this play call. It's hard to get 2 yards in the NFL. A lot of times, defenses void the deep part of the field. Gutsy play call. Cortland Sutton, easy touchdown for the Broncos right there.
Wide open. That was a 52-yard touchdown. Not bad at all. Okay, and then it's just a little check my footwork. You ain't got these by J.K. Dobbins on the sideline.
J.K. Dobbins. I love this story. This was the J.K. Dobbins drive. He broke a big run earlier, 2 plays before this, to set up this little swing pass / run to the left, and it's 14-10 Broncos.
Incredible. Into the 4th quarter, the Chargers driving. They're down 7 here. Justin Herbert, this play right here, Chris, I think you screamed when it happened.
Well, this is the new Justin Herbert. These are things we didn't see him do the last few years. Make plays outside the pocket. When the defense wins, he's still winning with great throws like that right there.
Okay, less than a minute to go. Let's look for another great throw because we're all knotted up from Justin Herbert.
Yeah, they just need to make it a little easier for Cameron Dicker here to be in field goal range. Nice little play design to get Ladd McConkey the ball, and now Cameron Dicker can feel good about this field goal.
Yeah, 43 yards to win that game. You know, Dicker's the most accurate kicker in history of the NFL, 94 points.
The Longhorn, Maria.
Thanks for getting that in there. Steelers taking on the Patriots. Let's get another look at Aaron Rodgers and see what they have against the Patriots. And how about this? Touchdown throw, just breaking history all over the place.
And this is old-fashioned. My guy's better than you. I'm throwing it up. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers. Incredible. Incredible.
Passing Brett Favre for 4th all-time in career passing touchdown. Then Patriots mistakes were a part of the story of the day, Devin.
Yeah, this is what we call bad football. You can't win with bad football. Get the ball on the 3-yard line, you throw an interception. And you know what? You say, that's not good enough. We're going to get back inside the 5-yard line. Now we're going to fumble the ball in the end zone. No way you can win football games that way.
Yeah, the Patriots, 5 turnovers on the day. That's the first time that's happened since 2008, but it also happened against Pittsburgh. Let's move on to the 4th quarter. We're all tied up despite all those mistakes. It's 14-14 right now, Devin.
Yeah, 3rd and 6, a little over 2 minutes. Another situation. I like my guy more than you like your guy. Throw it up, Calvin Austin. Game over.
I think Calvin Austin was getting yelled at just a week ago, but made that huge play this week. And then on 4th and 1, last chance for the Pats here.
You kind of draw it up like this. You think your receiver's going to fall forward. Pop Douglas goes backwards to try to get a yard. Doesn't work out for him.
All right, remember the Steelers, we've been talking a little bit about that defense. Didn't look as great through the first 2 weeks. 5 turnovers on the day. They stepped up in a big way, right?
They stepped up in a big way. It's still not great. We're not looking at here going, this is the Steelers defense of the past, but opportunistic today. I think that's the big thing that impressed us, and especially that first touchdown, or the first interception we're going to show here with Drake May. Hey, the Patriots are still young. They're getting used to winning football games. But you see here, tip pass, Cam Hayward, right? In the back of the end zone, we got Booty. It's not the proper throw. It should be dropped into that back corner, and that was unfortunate for the Patriots.
And then right there, for Pittsburgh, you can't bank on a quarterback trying to do things like this. Holding on to the ball, scrambling left, scrambling right. So, yes, when you win a game, you celebrate, but you have to come back and say, there's a sense of urgency. We have to get better on defense because that still wasn't good enough.
We're seeing their big-time players make plays. Do you think they're going to get better as a unit on the defensive side?
I do. I think Mike Tomlin, you got to believe in his pedigree and what he's taught. These guys need more time together. They need Jalen Ramsey to have time there. I do believe they'll get better, but in this league, you got to get better and win, and they did that today.
Yep, I'm with you, though, on that one. Maria, back to you.
Yeah, you got to believe in their leaders as well. And actually, Mike Florio, you had a chance to catch up with one of them, Cam Hayward.
Yeah, the Patriots fumbled 4 times today, and all 4 were recovered by the Steelers. Said Hayward of the Patriots, we knew there were a lot of career fumbles on the other side. I asked specifically about running back Ramondre Stevenson, who fumbled twice, and Hayward laughed and said, oh, we were aware every time he was in the game. But he didn't want to pick on Stevenson. He said, generally, this is a group that turns over the ball. Maria.
Floria, I'm just realizing you got a haircut. High and tight. You look good. You look clean. Meanwhile, the Eagles were soaring in their comeback. It was a block party. We're going to break down the entire game. And Ben Johnson looking for his first win with Chicago. And it came a little easier maybe than we all thought against Dallas. That's coming up next.
Welcome to the Hyundai Sunday Night Kickoff.
Under the lights of primetime, the 0-2 Bowl. Tonight's winner has life, while the loser will fall into an 0-3 pit of misery, one that history has proven is very hard to get back out of. You don't want to be in an 0-3 pit of misery, Coach. We are on the field presented by Hyundai. So how can the Chiefs get right on the road tonight?
I think they get right by running the football. In the first 2 weeks, they have not run it at all. Patrick Mahomes has been the leading rusher. That can't happen. They've got to get Hunt, and they've got to get Pacheco going and run the football against this Giants defense.
Yeah, this Giants defense, they have some amazing pass rushers in that group. So how do you get after Mahomes and contain him simultaneously?
Well, I talked to the Giants D-line coach, Andre Patterson. He said they're not worried about contain. They're not worried about being passive. They've got to make him feel it. They know he's going to run some and get by with the scrambles, but they're coming 100% all out, no holes barred, and they're going after him.
As they should. Some good news here for the Chiefs. They are high on rookie left tackle, and Josh Simmons allowed 0 pressures last week against Philly. That's hard to do. A key matchup with Brian Burns tonight. Maria.
All right, appreciate it, Jack. We go to the Cowboys. Defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus taking on Ben Johnson, and the Bears. Remember, Eberflus fired last season in his 3rd year as the Bears head coach. To the first quarter we go. It was the Caleb Williams show in the first half.
Yeah, Caleb Williams, a great throw here to Rome Odunze, who just absolutely torches Trayvon Diggs off the line of scrimmage. That was an easy touchdown. And then how about this, Maria? The flea flicker. I've never seen the flea flicker go that high in the air, but really good job by Caleb Williams.
You like the play call?
I do love the play call. And Luther Burden, the 3rd. Watch out for him. Rookie from Missouri. Very good.
First career touchdown for that 2nd-round pick. 30 seconds left in the half.
Oh, the other tight end. This is Cole Kmet from Notre Dame. There is some weapons on this Bears offense. And then here, Caleb Williams, who's playing better each week. No pass rush. No Micah Parsons. Touchdown, Bears.
That was after a 4th and goal. And how about this? The Bears' first win. Here was the scene from Ben Johnson in the locker room.
Had 142.6 passer rating.
Caleb Williams holding up that ball because he tied his career high with 4 passing touchdowns. Also was sacked 0 times for the first time in his career. And just want to say also, we didn't show it in the highlight, but CeeDee Lamb did injure his ankle in this one. Went out in the first half. Jerry Jones did say it's not as serious as they thought that it could have been. And CeeDee's actually saying that he believes he'll be able to play next week as well. All right, we've got a rematch of the divisional round of the Rams and the Eagles. We were there last year. It was snowing. It was fun. And it was tight. And so was this one, minus the snow, okay? Let's go back. 2-0 teams, first quarter, no score. Tush push, the top of the conversation all week long. We knew we were going to see it in this one.
It only took about 6 minutes to get into it. The most talked about play in football. Eagles one more time. They're awfully good at it, especially when they're offsides.
So you think Tyler Steen moved a little early there?
No doubt about it.
Yeah, okay. But no penalty was called. Eagles go up 7-0. Listen, they said the tush push is still legal. Go Birds. Third quarter, 19-7. The Rams really dominated most of this game.
They really did. They controlled yards, everything. And right here, finding Williams in the flat for a touchdown. They jumped on the Eagles early, and that's how they needed to play. But they kicked some field goals early in the game that would come back to haunt them.
Yeah, they had outgained the Eagles by almost 200 yards at that point in the game. But then the Eagles start to come back. They remembered, we're the 2024 World Champs.
Yeah, down 19 in the third quarter. They looked at each other and said, enough is enough. This is Hurst finding Goddard down the middle of the field for a touch.
That's the first passing touchdown of the season, by the way.
Hey, throw it to this guy. Throw it to A.J. Brown whenever he's by himself. Just give him the rock.
Offensive pass interference, Rex. Come on.
Come on.
Hold it. It's OPI every day.
It could have been a little acting. I don't know. Okay, Joshua Carty lining it up from 36 yards out to go up 8. But it's blocked by Jalen Carter on this one, following the theme we had of blocked field goals this week.
You can see him and Jordan Davis, a lot of pressure pushing in the middle, and it would pay off even later.
Big 4th and goal here, Jason.
Yeah, Goddard, A.J., why not Devontae now to go ahead?
That one is good. They go for 2, but that would be no good. All right, another field goal attempt from Carty, this time from 44 yards. It's not going to happen again, right?
Maria, don't you know this guy? Jordan Davis shoots through the line, just manhandles. But look at the speed by the big fella. He said, DBs, don't worry about it. I'm going to show you what to do. Get the ball in my hands, game over, walk-off blocked field goal.
Come on, scoop and score. Big man, you can run. Yeah, Jordan Davis, you did that. I'm going to call you right now. Hopefully he caught his breath because it's time for a FaceTime. All right, Jordan, I want to go back to the timeout before you actually block the field goal. When Nick Sirianni brings you all in together into the huddle, what are you talking about as a team before you make the play to end the game?
Well, when they iced the kicker, me and JC, we stayed down. We was kind of talking through our plan, and we knew we had to hit the gap. And based off the trajectory from his last few field goals, we knew that he was going to have a low angle. We just had to go out there, push it, and then get our hands up. But at the end of the day, I couldn't really tell you what happened when I seen the ball on the ground. I just went out there, picked it up, and I guess 61 yards later, we touchdown.
You know, you guys blocked 2 field goals today, so is there something unique about the kicker, the play, or it all came together? Like, what can you tell me about the reason why you guys were able to pull that off a couple times on special teams?
It just comes down to everything, I would say. Will you... Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We got special guest, Jalen Hurst in the building. What else?
Jalen, what's up? It's Maria. Congratulations, bud.
Man, I knew you was gonna make a play, dog.
Come on, man.
No, you didn't.
But
Did you really? Wait,
Jalen.
I knew it.
Jalen, did you know that he ran 18 miles per hour, 18.59?
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. It turned on right when it was supposed to. Go take it to the house, big fella. Go ahead. Look. I knew it. When I saw you and Jalen Carter line up next together, I said, them Georgia boys about to make a play. I already knew it.
We talked about it.
That's exactly what it was.
Ice them.
Game over.
You heard it here first, man. You heard it here first.
Hey, can I get a go dogs then? One good time, Jordan.
Go dogs. Go dogs. Go dogs. Go dogs.
Get out of here, Jalen. So thankful for the time from Jordan Davis and Jalen.
Tell him get out there. D lineman need his love, man.
Hey, wait a second. You know, Maria is as cool as they come. When Hurst opened that door, she got a little nervous, got a little flustered, didn't she?
No, I was like, come on. A good reporter was like, let's get all the answers we can possibly
waving her arms
get
up and down.
You know what? Let's get them out. It's time for the All-State Good Hands moment. Chris Sims, what are the keys for Philly's comeback? Getting it done on third down.
Yeah, getting it done. Sometimes it's not about the X's and O's. Sometimes it's about the Jimmies and the Joes, and that's what we saw from the Eagles all day long. The players making big plays and big moments. 5-man rush from the Rams, a lot of one-on-one outside, and this guy right here is going to win that matchup every time. You can see the big body, how he uses it, shielding off the defenders from catching the ball. Again, catches it, get off me, I'm going to run upfield and get more yards. And then on a big third down here, close to the end zone. I mean, the Rams got everybody around Saquon Barkley, but a lot of teams say that, and he still gets a first down. The Eagles are phenomenal. They got so many good players, and they got that Kansas City Chiefs championship merit working right now.
All right, those were All-State Good Hands moments. And how about those Eagles? I mean, they complete that 19-point comeback. That's their biggest comeback since 2010. But Jason, how exactly did they pull it all together when it needed to?
It's pretty simple. They looked at each other when they were down 19 and said, enough of this stuff. And so let's go play. And so they dropped back and they threw it to AJ. They threw it to Goddard. They threw it to Devontae and said, we can win one-on-one. Let's cut the ball loose. Let's let it rip. And the team responded. And then you go make those plays at the end. I always say this. A lot of people talk about, hey, you got to believe. Championship teams, they don't believe. They know. They knew they were going to block that field goal at the end, and they go make those plays happen.
Yeah, it's fun watching how they trust each other. But on the other side of that, if I'm the Rams, I walk away from this game and say, let's just not get 2 field goals blocked. We played this game exactly how we wanted to play. If we play them again, we don't get 2 field goals blocked, we win.
Yeah, and how about this for the Eagles? Next up, they get a 3-0 team in Tampa Bay, a very scrappy team that we'd watch just get a win against the Jets. All right, Mike Florio, a continuing story is the status of the tush push, which we see and have seen Philly be very effective at today and always.
Yeah, and last week we saw linemen leaving early, and it wasn't flagged. This week, the league office told the officials to officiate it tight. So what did we see? Linemen leaving early. The reality is, it's a very difficult play to officiate. You're looking down the line of scrimmage. You don't have the benefit of slow motion replay and other camera angles. And here's the reality. As one league office source said, this is what the membership voted for, which could mean there'll be another vote in March. Maria.
All right, back to tonight's game. It's time for Barry's Bet, brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Matthew?
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, so many big names tonight. So for my Barry's Bet, of course, I'm taking Tyquan Thornton over on his receiving yards. I get it, not the most well-known guy, but with all the missing Kansas City pass catchers, Thornton running 80% of the routes. He's gone over this number in both games so far this season. It's on the move, but I'm still taking the over. Giant secondary struggling. Give me Tyquan Thornton over on his receiving yards.
DraftKings Sportsbook is the place to bet touchdowns, and new customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. And $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV. Just download the Sportsbook app and use promo code SNF when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours.
You know, Travis Kelce isn't going to want me to tell you guys this, but the Chiefs are 0-7 all time at the Giants.
The G-Man.
Trying to get it fixed, but Malik Neighbors wants nothing to do with that. He caught up with Tony Dungy moments ago.
Malik, looking at this secondary that you know plays a lot of man coverage, how excited are you knowing you're going to get some shots tonight?
Very excited. One-on-one game. Got to make the plays when the plays are being, when the ball's being thrown, I got to make those plays.
What has been the mindset of your team tonight, 0-2, but coming out against these Chiefs?
Coming out and playing a better game than we played the previous 2 weeks. Low down on the penalties, but continue to stay urgent on the offense, try to get as much points as possible. We know they're going to blitz. We know they're going to play man, so try to take those opportunities on one-on-one matchups.
And how has it been with you getting more time with Russell Wilson?
I mean, the more time is better. I get to learn, more and more each week about him. He get to learn more about me. I think that's what make our bond so strong.
All right. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right.
For sure.
That bond probably explains why he was leading the league in receiving coming into week 3. All right, it's time for Sunday Fun Day, brought to you by fabulous Las Vegas. Look away kickers, though. Today turned into a block party. You don't want to see it.
55 yards. Kick is up, and the kick is right down the middle. The Browns have beat the Green Bay Packers.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 3 straight comebacks.
Checked up by the Eagles. Game over. Do you believe in miracles?
Ooh, we had fun in week 3. 7 games decided in the final 2.5 of regulation, and we had 9 non-offensive touchdowns. And since we did, we figured we'd just show every single one of them to you to close out the show.
The best offense is a good defense, not late to the flat. You heard Jason Garrett say it 50 times today.
This is just poetry in motion. Look at all of these touchdowns. I mean, defense, special teams. This is what it's like. And look at Minnesota. They're dominating this category.
Isaiah Rodgers.
I didn't realize Rodgers was this fast.
A day of days for him right there. Another one late to the flat, JG. All right, Jamel Dean gets the pick. And then of all these non-offensive touchdowns, the Jets are the only team to do it not win. So Jets-like.
Last 10 years, you win 75% of your games. You make one of these plays. And look at this guy.
Do you guys know
Put
the
this
key
on the
in your
reel.
Georgia
when you
Bulldogs.
block a kick, never jump on it. Scoop and score. Well-coached teams. Well-coached teams, right? And then punt returns. This changes the game. You flip the field and you say, hold on, not a flip the field. I'm going to get 6.
Man, Jalen Lane, rookie from Va Tech, way to go. And then another one here in Seattle.
Second possession of the game.
Horton had a day and a touchdown catch, had this right here. Also, Seattle had a block punt where they dropped the ball trying to get it in there.
Those are rookies, too. Guys, before we get the picks, I just wanted to make sure that I reminded us of how things went last week.
Yeah,
we get it.
On the plastic grass in Minneapolis, a Week 2 showdown of young quarterbacks inspired a preponderance of overconfidence. A Hall of Famer, Super Bowl winners, experts, all but one boarded the Viking ship. Only Hotlanta's Maria believed in the Falcons' rise to a road victory.
And I ain't got nothing to say in week 3 about the Falcons, but we did it on Sunday Night Football when we're in prime time. All right, tonight's picks are brought to you by Verizon. America, 60% of you are rolling with Kansas City, and oh no, this might be meme-worthy yet again. We're all going with the Chiefs. We need Rodney today.
Maybe Rodney picked the Giants.
Maybe that's exactly what happened.
It's just hard to pick the Giants at the bottom line here. But if the Giants front 4 with their 4 first-round picks can get to Mahomes and they don't have to blitz, watch out.
I think the difference is this Chiefs defense is going to be a lot better than what the Giants saw last week in Dallas.
2 words, Isaiah Pacheco.
Okay.
Get the Scarlet Knight going. They're going to run the ball, reestablish their identity in Kansas City.
All right, 2 teams looking for their first win. We will see who gets it. We got Mike Tirico, Chris, and Melissa on the other side.
This has been the Hyundai Sunday Night Kickoff. Spanish language audio provided by Telemundo Deportes. Or watch tonight's game in Spanish on Universo.